Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Lever Guns 5110. Today we are not doing a video on lever actions. We're going to do a video on their major competitor. Their competitor to lever actions was obviously the pump action, which here we have the Remington GameMaster 141, and it is a pump action. And it is calibered in the 35 Remington, which is an awesome caliber. A lot of people think of it as a lever action cartridge, but it started out an automatic cartridge. In fact, when it came out, it was actually called the 35 Remington auto loader. So let's take a look at this gun and see how it works. You see this odd rings here was for the pointed bullets that it started out with, and it was to keep the point of the bullet from touching the primer area of the bullet in front of it. Don't know how all that turned out for them, but now and for many years the bullets have been blunt nose or round nose or flat points, and that's one of the major reasons I would think why Marlin and other companies have thought this was a good lever action cartridge. Let's take a closer look at this gun, how to load it, and how it works. Okay, let's take a look at how this action works. It's kind of odd because you have to push this button in, and then this whole thing, the whole tube and the forearm and everything goes together. You see how that goes up and down? And then the cartridges load in through the loading gate here. And we'll load some in there and run them through the action and show you how it works. So it's a loading gate, kind of like on a lever action. And even though you see the cartridge drop down right there, you can still load the bullets over the top of it. Kind of like a lever action. Let's see how many we can get all these in there. Yep. Not sure if that's, yeah, there we go. Okay, so now let's run them through the action and see how it works. Now it's not going to be as fast as a pump shotgun because the problem is Browning patented every which kind of way you could release a bolt, so he kind of had to come up with this odd style here in order to get around all of Browning's patents, because this was not a Browning design. It is an awesome gun, but you see how the bolt, it come down in here, the whole slide, the tube, and it's right there, and then it's actually just pulling it up out of that tube magazine as it starts sliding forward. And there's where it goes into the barrel. And then in order to get it back out, you got to push that in again, and it comes out. And then you see the other one's back down in there. So I don't think I pulled it all the way down far enough. I didn't. See how that's working? Went right into my pocket. Okay, this is also a takedown, so let's take it down and see how it works. Because back in those days, you know, takedown's not a new thing. They've been doing takedowns for years because that's how you make a gun useful back in the day when you didn't have cars and stuff and you need to carry it with you. This is how you take it down, right here. This is how the action looks. This is all steel. It's actually a very well made gun, but the problem with the gun designs is when you have people like Browning patenting everything he can think of, it makes it kind of hard for other gun companies to come up with a design that's not already patented. I'll see here, it's just got like a shell inserted here, the butt of it, so you can see what caliber it is. Although it does say 35 rim right there. All right. A lot of nice features on this gun. They started making this particular one in 1935, the same time Winchester come out with their 71. It is a continuation of the Model 14. This one supposedly had some improvements or steps to reduce cost in building, and they made about 75,000 of this particular model. And this was competing with Winchester's 94 and the 71, and it's a really nice gun, and it's well built. It's heavy. In fact, maybe it's a little on the heavy side. It's got a nice steel butt plate. It doesn't kick hard at all. It's well balanced. Aims really good. It come from my brother's collection, so it's not actually mine, but he loaned it to me for this video. And we're gonna make another video, a part 2. So stay tuned. All right, let's see what happens to that water jug when we shoot it with the 35 Remington. Looks like it blew up. Wow, that was amazing. Let's watch that shell come out. Put it on safety. And then check it out. Here's what that bullet looks like after it went to that jug of water and about an inch of dirt. You expanded out pretty good for a 200 grain bullet, going pretty slow and had quite a bit of power though. Let's see how this will do against that little log right there. Let's go ahead and knock it off the table. Dang sweet shooting gun.